All right, we're rolling. More interviews today. Next up is Mavin Saunders, Kansas State. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. You can go ahead and scoot up, make yourself comfortable, make sure the folks can hear you. But we are at CGS. It's technically day 2. There was a free agent event yesterday. But for you guys, the college seniors, this is day 1. This is make an impression, and you are dressed to impress, my man. You are probably the next best dressed to me, which is saying something. Is that a personal thing? Like you wanted to just be that guy that looked his best on a day like today?
Yes, sir. I mean, this is you're getting job interview. I mean, if I show up at a job interview in any profession, I'm not going to just show up in a hoodie and shorts. So I thought I would just sport a sporting coat and some jeans, and just to show the scouts that I'm very interested in being a part of their business. So.
And it's so interesting to talk to you guys and get the different perspectives of what you guys are about to do, which is go interview with NFL scouts. So I kind of like being before them. I can get you guys a little loose, have a little fun. But each one of them has their own sort of mentality going into this. There's some that, they want to go in there and they want to make a statement by basically selling themselves as like, I've been overlooked. Like you can't risk not drafting me. And they want to do that verbally, or they want to do that on the field tomorrow and the next day. You took a moment to assess your appearance. So you feel like that's an important thing, being interviewed for something that is everything but. It's your skill set out there.
Yes, sir. I mean, my in college, I was always, academics meant the world to me. I graduated in 3.5 years. So I always operated as I'm a business, even from a freshman. So, I wanted to look the part in this job interview that we have, that CGS has blessed us with, and that's just how I operate. I operated my 4 years here. I just always wanted to be a businessman. I have a whole lot of plans and stuff like that, some very, very interesting stuff I'm trying to accomplish in my life. And you have to look the part. Like you said, first impression is a very important impression. A lot of these scouts have never seen me or know who. Some of them might know who I am, but a lot of them haven't had the opportunity to talk to me or anything like that, because it's at the schools I was at, I wasn't doing interviews every day after practice or whatever. So this is my first impression to them, and I wanted to make sure that I left a positive impression on them. So.
That's really refreshing, man, I got to say, because, there's a lot of stuff that guys will sidestep in here because they feel like it's less important. But for you to play college football, to excel in academics and present yourself professionally and to have a business mindset, it's like you have done your homework. You want to make sure that there's nothing that's going to catch you off guard when they start asking you questions. Now, of course, that's not to say that the shock value questions won't still catch you off guard, because I've heard a few of them, and it's odd. But, for you to have that, I think is great as far as the future of the NFL, where they pretty much just write enormous checks to guys to go out and play a game. And that's not to insult football at all, but I know a lot of players, and there's very few that present themselves in the categories that you have today, just right now. So it's great, man. I really appreciate that. And for you, this morning you had some seminars. I imagine for a man like you, with the mindset that you have, the financial one was probably something that you were just, I don't know if you were jotting down notes or you were just locked in, but.
I have a notebook. I have some great notes that. I gained a lot of knowledge in those 3-4 meetings that we had this morning. The financial advisor, like you said, it was really important to me. As a college athlete, you hear about agent, and today I felt that a financial advisor was really stressed upon us and how important they are.
Yeah.
And the statistic that showed from the Sports Illustrated that showed that 79%. Go broke. I don't want to be a part of that statistic. You know what I mean? So, financial advisors are really important. I'm currently right now trying to formulate a plan to be I can find somebody that would be able to steer me in the right directions with investments and steer me in the right direction with marketing and stuff like that to help me out in this process. So
yeah, you don't want to be that guy that's doing used car commercials for your hometown, after a few years in the big time. So like I said, refreshing to hear, and I think that a lot of you guys come into this for several reasons. Exposure, maybe add a little bit more credibility to your name. You want to have another thing on your resume or whatever you call it going forward. But it is, we're just after a new year, and bowl season just wrapped up. I mean, we haven't even had the championship yet, and we will while you guys are here. And then it's onward. You guys are going to have your pro days. There's going to be scouts, agent meetings, and then the combine, and then the draft. So you clearly feel that you are someone that can contribute at that next level, or else you wouldn't be here. But what brought you here? What made you think that it's going to be right after the new year? This is a good move for me, because you're a businessman.
Yeah, like you said, businessman. So just getting out of college, you have to network. Networking has been stressed to me as very important, and I understand how important that is. I mean, get to meet guys like you. Maybe I want to be on radio one day, and I get to say, you know what, I got to have an interview, and this is one of my first time interviewing with someone. So just getting the experience, just meeting all these people that has played in the league that I want to play in. Just picking their minds, picking their brains, and being able to talk to advertisers like KT Tape and all the new strength and conditioning stuff that's out there. I mean, this is a complete blessing. This is a blessing. I mean, I'm from the Bahamas, so we don't get exposed to things like this free, pretty much. so anytime I have a chance to take advantage of anything, I try to do that, and I give God all the glory, man. I'm so blessed to be here, and this has been a great day and a half. Only thing we wish we had that TV that we talked about earlier, so I could watch that game. But other than that, this has been a great experience, and I look forward to performing on the field tomorrow in front of the scouts and doing the interviews. And this is the whole thing. It's not just playing is important. Playing is obviously the most important, but you have to. Your parents matters. Who you are as a person matters, because they're not accepting people that's going to cause problems in the league anymore. I mean, there's a lot of problems, and they want good men first, and that's what my parents always instill in me. I don't care how good you are on the field. Make sure you're a good person off the field, and make sure you treat people with respect and treat women with respect, and always be respectful. So,
amen, man. Well, I gotta say, it's been just a treat to talk with you. I couldn't place your accent, and then you said the Bahamas. I mean, God, man, there is so much that we could talk about. I'm trying to give everybody kind of equal time. So, I mean, make me this deal. If you make it to a team, whether it's through the draft or undrafted and free agency, you got to come back and got to talk to me. We can talk so much more stuff, man.
I'm willing to do it, man.
I bet you've got a journey, man.
Yeah,
it's
a long story. It's a book that's coming out pretty soon. So.
Oh, nice, man. All right, well, hey, man, we'll do this again, but you go in there and you crush it. It's been a pleasure, man.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.